y'all, it's Red Rockstar. I like that now. Instead of, hey everybody, it's Red Rockstar, I'll be like, hey y'all, it's Red Rockstar. I like the word y'all. Not southern. In fact, I'm northeastern. But I like the word Saul. I like the word y'all, not Saul. I don't think Saul is a word. Anyway, I'm going to show you some watercolor techniques today. So this, you can kind of see, is a sketchbook from the Ring. It's a watercolor sketchbook, actually. I should probably put this the right way so you can see it. This. In this corner, you see bluish. And if you look closer, you can see that it's kind of weird. It kind of looks like shattered ice in a way. Kind of the effect I was going for. Because this is supposed to be the water side of the picture. This picture is going to be focused on the 4 elements. So we're going to have water, fire, earth, air. I'm not done with it yet. And the water is kind of supposed to have the shattered ice appearance. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So, what you do is, it depends on, you don't always know what kind of look you're going to get with this technique. It can sometimes be a shattered ice look, or sometimes be a flower petal look. So, we don't know which one we're going to get, but we're going to find out. So, let's see, what colors are we going to do this with? I need to go change my water. It's black. Look at that. It looks like coffee. There we go. Nice clean water. Clean water is essential when watercolor painting. So, what we're going to do, take our brush, that you should always clean out in between uses, which I didn't do, my bad. I just kind of forgot to, because I was waiting for things to dry and I forgot that I had a paintbrush. Anyway, what colors are we going to do? Let's do yellow and red. Okay. So, you can, if you want, you can get your paper wet before you paint it. Doesn't really matter. Depends. It's going to be a lot lighter if you get your paper wet along with the pigment and your brush. It'll be a lot lighter and a lot watery. A lot more watery. So then you take yellow. Always start lightest to darkest. You paint it on. And so now I'm going to put another coat of water over it, because you want this to stay really, really wet. You don't want this pigment, you don't want the paint to dry out when you're doing this technique. And then you take some red and put it on with it. The beauty of this is it's very abstract, so it doesn't matter like keeping all your brush strokes the same. I can go like this if I want. It's not very great for the brush, but I can if I want. It's my brush. So it's very abstract. Like I can go like this if I want. It doesn't matter how it looks, really, because you're going to be putting plastic wrap over it anyway. Make sure not to let it dry out. Just keep it wet. And let's see. Put some more red on here. I think we're going to make this more of a red color than anything else. Then if you get other colors in it, it just makes it better. So get some of this, what color is this? A deep vermilion color. Got a color code on the box that it came with. Color code at the bottom. Deep vermilion in here. So you can see that a lot better. Right. Let's see. Get some orange in here. Gives a little bit lighter effect up here. I'm kind of just putting random colors on here, see? And you can always start lighter with watercolor. Like I said before, I didn't do that this time, so don't listen to me. No. Always start lighter. Start with very light layers. And then you take, okay, when it's wet, you take your plastic wrap, which you should have with you, and then you place it on and kind of bunch it up. The bunchier, like the more you bunch it, there. Then you bunch it like that. And wait for it to dry. Do not peel it off until it's dry. I'll tell you, the longer you leave it on, the sharper the lines will look. If you take it off when it's still kind of wet, they're going to be a lot softer, and it's going to look more like flower petals. If you leave it on for a longer time and make sure it's really sharp, then it'll look a little bit more like shattered ice. So that's kind of how you can make the decision. I personally think it looks cooler when it's really sharp because it's more jagged, and I guess that's kind of the look I like to go for when I make art. More jagged. Like abstract art, people like it to be some people like it very soft for most of it, then it's random part that's pow. I'm the exact opposite. I like very pow and very little soft. Does that make sense? Anyway, so the next technique I'm going to show you is, what should we do? That's probably my favorite one. Oh, bruising! I'll show you bruising. That's an interesting one. Bruising is a cool one. I like that. Let's see, what color are we going to do bruising in? Let's do... Let's do this teal color right here. Oh, geez, you can't even see the thing. My bad. This technique, you also want it to stay wet. It doesn't have to be as wet, I would not really think, but like you still want it to be wet. You don't want it to dry out, because once it's dry, you can't really do anything with it. So, you paint it, and then you take the end of your brush, and you push onto the paint. You can see that the paint is attracted to the areas where you pushed your brush. And it leaves a mark. This is called bruising. It's a pretty cool technique. Not my favorite, but it's definitely an interesting technique. Here, I'm going to put rubber cement down so this can dry. The next technique. So, as you can see that it was darker in the areas that we bruised with our back of our brush. See the swirls in it? That is called bruising. It's a pretty cool technique. I'm actually going to be doing that for the area portion of my painting. I'm going to be doing I'll probably be doing a very light wash with this skin tone peach color. And then I'll put, maybe I'll even, probably not this color actually. I think I'll do a very light wash with this color. Then I just put my finger in rubber cement. Because then, when I do bruising on it, and I can do like air swirls in it, it'll turn out more this color. And you can see them actually. So, That's not dry. Okay. So, next technique I'm going to show you is salt. That's a cool one. I like the salt. Okay, so what you want to do is have the salt with you before you start painting. Our salt shaker, this is actually a garlic powder container. It was a garlic powder container that my mom wrapped in teal duct tape. Gotta love duct tape. We are really a DI family. So, keep your salt with you. I'm going to take the top off because that's how quickly you need to use it. So then, you take your brush, and you take your color, which is this one. God! Stop watching me! Take your color, load your brush up with pigment, and place it on. I'm even going to do 2 colors on this one. See, we're going to do this, and we're also going to do this red color, reddish purple, to make it kind of a purpley. And I'm actually going to take red, okay, then you sprinkle your salt on. And your salt will kind of absorb some of the paint, leaving this crystally effect in a way. This salt comes out really fast. You're going to want to check how fast your salt comes out before you place it on. So, you can either leave the salt on, or you can brush it off when it's dry. Completely your decision. On my watercolor painting I made for school, I left the salt on for part of it, and I took it off for part of it. So I'll probably end up peeling half this off when it's dry. I put a lot of salt on this. Not bad. Anyway, this rubber cement is almost dry, so we can almost do that one. Wish there was one I could show you right now, I suppose. This is almost dry. Oh yeah, I can peel this off. So, we're going back to the saran wrap. So, we're going to peel this off. Oh, it's a little bit damp still, so it's going to be more of a softer look. So, if you wanted it sharper, you would have left that on longer. Salt just fell off of my painting. So, you can see, it's kind of got that shattered look. It's probably my favorite look out of watercolor paint. I really like that one. There's salt all over my workstation now. Today I just met you. Oh! I can't believe I forgot to tell you this one. Splatter paint, my favorite one. I love splatter paint. Let's see. So, let's see, you can either get your surface wet before you do it or not. I prefer not to, because it kind of makes it bleed a little bit. I kind of do both, actually. So, what we're going to do, let's see, what colors do you want to do splatter paint in? Let's do, green. You load your brush up. Oh, God, you don't mix the pigments together in the thingy, because that just makes them bad and ruins them. I almost got green in my dusty sienna, I want to say. No, it's yellow ochre, my bad. So you load your brush up with pigment. Load it like that. See? And then you hold your painting away from the computer and just kind of throw your brush at it. Don't actually throw your brush though. That tends to be a bad thing to do. And you load your brush up with a different pigment, and once again, hold your painting away from the computer. And hopefully you're not getting anything behind you. But remember that if you are, it's watercolor paint, so it comes off clothes. Reminds me of Nick. Elodian. Then you take a different color. Let's see. Might as well do red. Get some yellow on here. Let's see, I already did green. Let's do blue. Do lighter blue so it doesn't overpower the other colors very much. And purple. Violet, actually. Violet? You're turning violet. It's like a grape. Ugh, I don't like grape. And actually, I don't have anything against the color, I just don't like the flavor. There you have splatter paint. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Fairly certain I have watercolor paint everywhere in this house now. Whatever. So, our rubber cement is dry. I have splatter paint on it, though. It's abstract art, it doesn't matter. So, we have our rubber cement in this corner. What we're going to do is take this color, carmine. We're going to take carmine Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what color this is. This is carmine, then deep vermilion, and that's magenta. Wow. These color, like the color dabs on that thing are way wrong. The color name is right. Anyway, so then we paint it onto the rubber cement, but not all on, like get some of it off and stuff. For sure. Like, make sure it's wet, because it's watercolor paint, so it should be kind of wet. It doesn't have to be though, I mean, it's your call, I guess. I've been saying keep it wet, but it really doesn't matter. It's your call. That's what you would like. You can't really paint so it's dry though, so it has to be somewhat wet. And we're gonna get some teal in this. Make a strange grayish purple color. So then we wait for that to dry. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to rub off the salt, I think. So I need to kind of rub it off. And okay, I don't really like the salt lick, to be honest. I don't understand. Like, I don't really understand what it does. I don't know. I think I just put too much on always for it to do anything. So. Because there's a lot, like, seriously, I could eat some corn on the cob with this salt. That's only like half of it. Oh wow, I smeared the splatter paint so that we did. Whatever. It's abstract. Part of the fun. In my opinion, at least. So, yeah, there you have it. Our, wait, we have to rub the, see if we can get it off. No, we're gonna have to wait for that to dry. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that to dry. But then once you're done with that, you can kind of just play around with it more. Japanese brush painting, precise and exact. Okay, no, gotta wait a little bit longer. And abstract paint a lot of times ends up becoming kind of finger painty. Because, like, you don't want it to look like you tried to do something. Well, you can make it look like that. I normally don't try and make it look like that. I like making it look like stuff just kind of happened. So, a lot of times I'll paint a line and I'll wipe it off with my hand so it smears and stuff. Kind of like that. Or I just like smear color all over things. So, like, think, oh, that's supposed to be a, I think, I mean, I don't know, I guess, can't really tell. Huh. Oh, like this kind of looks like the New York skyline. Well, not New York skyline. It looks like buildings, though. See? But, like, you don't know, because I didn't try to do that. This I kind of made look like a squid on purpose. And I spared it, because it looks like something. And, ah, shoot, I have color in my yellow pigment. Okay, kind of getting out. Yellow is the worst color to contaminate. Here we go. Kind of. So then, you rub off the rubber cement. And if you did it right, then the paint wouldn't have gotten under it. Voila! And there you have it, your watercolor techniques. Come back and visit me next time when I tell you about probably another random conversation with myself. My arm looks weird. Whoa. My arm looks weird right now. My arm looks really weird like that. Wow. Okay.